So I grew up in the 90s with Super Mario Bros. When the Game Genie came out, it let us have cheats like infinite lives and things like that. But with infinite lives, I thought it would be more fun, but it wasn't as much fun. It's a more fun game when there's stakes involved. So I added those stakes to my PowerPoint quiz game. Let me show you how I did it. I'm going to go with a brand new file. I'm going to do this from scratch so that you can get an idea what kind of logic has to go into making a game in PowerPoint. At the risk of mansplaining or however negative this can be taken, I'll show you the logic because I think kind of like computer programming, and there are choices. There are consequences. That's what's going to let you be able to play this out like a game. So let me show you what I mean. I'm going to use word art because when I want to work quickly, I use word art because there's a dark part and a light part. The light or the dark part is going to make visible what needs to be visible. Here we go. So there's the question, and then I'm going to have choices. So I like to do arrows, and I'm going to match the size by putting it over there. There we go. And I will use a shift to do this. I can group the two. Let's do this with, you can do it with any shape you like. I'm going to use stars. I'm going to give it some texture and three-dimensionalness. I'm going to make this one the red one. I will do Control D, which lets me duplicate it. I will make that green. So making our life bar, I'm going to highlight those two, and I will duplicate and duplicate. Then I'm going to group them. Control G will group them, and I will center it. Now let's duplicate one, two. Let's do 3 questions and an ending. So this one will be, we'll label it win. And this is the time that we win with 3 stars. I'm going to duplicate this. I'm going to make a title, game, and the stars are not necessary for this. I just wanted to do it. There we go. So game, I will name it correct just to avoid confusion. And I'm going to name this one. So I'm double clicking the shape I made wrong. There we go. All right, that I should have done it differently, but okay. So my correct and my wrong, I'm going to copy that and I'm going to paste it on here, paste it, and then this will not have choices. I also need to make a game over screen, so I will duplicate, put this down here, and I'm going to make an over screen. Okay, game over, and I will probably put the stars on game over, but just red, so I can select the green part and delete one more time. All right, so there's my over screen. It's time for hyperlinks. I will click the shape of correct and I will link it to where it needs to go. So I right click, click link, and I go to slide 3. So question 1 would go to question 2 after selecting the correct answer. Just to test it, I hold Control and I click on correct just to make sure it goes there. Now question 2, okay, right click this, link, and we want it to go to 3. Okay, click out and Control click, and we're there, Q3. Make sure to select it by itself. I'm going to link it. After answering question 3, I would want to win. So I'm looking over to this side just to make sure. So cancel. No, don't cancel. All right, that's going to go to win. So I click out, correct, Control click, and it takes me to win. All right, so there we go. That was a way to check. I can make it go back to title screen by doing this. I can put a shape over it this way. And this trick comes in handy. I go format, fill, make it completely transparent. And then I let it still have an outline. And I will let that outline be. All right, so now on the win screen, I'm going to hyperlink this clear layer that I have and link it back to the beginning. That way, anywhere you click on it, it's going to take you back to that game screen. Right? Now, what do I do with this over? This is going to happen at the very end, the game over, if I lose 3 lives. So here's how I need to make this work. Copy this, Q1, Q2, Q3, and win. So shift, click, and I'm going to make 2 copies. Because I have 3 lives, I have to make 3 instances. I need to make the time when I win with 3 stars, the time when I win with 2 stars, the time we won with 2 stars, selection pane. So I'm going to here and then selection pane. We need to hide this, and I will do that. And I will put this back. There we go. Then I need to do the one where I win with 1 star. Hide this. Right, put it back, and there it is. Okay, right. So now I'm looking over here. I hover to see if I have hyperlinked yet. This has a hyperlink to take me to the next slide, which is good. Now I'm gonna do the wrong. So I'm going to edit, link, and I'm going to link to question 1, but it's the time where I lose a life. We'll do the next wrong. I link it to the same question, but when I have 1 less star. And then this one, I link it to the same question, but when I have 1 less star. You develop some math formulas along the way as you do this. You just add 4 to the slide that you're looking at, and then you can find the other. All right, so these now have links. They have a place to go when wrong and a place to go when right. And then that one will take us to the win. All right, here we go. So now, these need to change. These need to go to their next place. So the link, edit link, I need to change it to the next slide over because we're going to question 2 with only 1 star. And let's click Control to do, click out Control, click on it. Now we're in the right place. Make sure it has 1 star. And I'm going to edit link and go to number 8. Right, and then click out, make sure it's going to the right place, and make sure that this goes to the right place. Over, I'm on slide 8, so it needs to go to slide 9. And click to make sure. All right, we win, but we lost a star. Then I go through and do the wrongs. For the wrong, we want to go to the same question, but with 1 less star. And I will add 4 to it because it's the math that I discovered. All right, and we do that. Link. 7 plus 4 is 11. 8 plus 4 is 12. And let's double check that our correct is taking us to slide 9, so it's fine. And on here, this is where it's different. For this time with only 1 star, the wrong needs to lead us to the over. There's our consequence, boom. Wrong here needs to lead us to over. And let's look at our corrects. So this needs to lead us to the next slide. So 10 would go 11. Okay, click out, Control click it, just to, okay, it's in the right place. Going to edit link, make sure that it takes us to question 3, but it's with 1 star. Then okay. Outside, Control click, key 3 with 1 star, very good. And then this edit link needs to lead me to the win with 1 star. Click out, go there, and a win with 1 star. And we're done.
For more fun and educational content, don't forget to subscribe.